This is always an emotional ceremony for many people here at Old City Hall at the Cenotaph. We are marking 100 years since this cenotaph here was dedicated in front of Old City Hall. Of course, it was City Hall at the time, and you can see the people still lining up to place their poppies on the cenotaph now that the service has concluded. We heard from the mayor. We heard from the lieutenant governor during the ceremony and spoke to a number of people who talked about the emotional connection not only to family members, lost generations, but also young people. They said it's important to come down here, that this is a part of history and it's important to be here. It was an emotional ceremony for many. Like as you mentioned, we saw people crying at some points during the ceremony. And as I mentioned, talk to younger people about why it is so important that they come here. Here's what they had to say.
I wanted to see it because I think it's an important part of our history. And it's just like a tradition with me and Mommy. We just come every year.
It's important for her to see this at school. It gets too noisy and a little distracting. The kids aren't there. She's able to experience the full ceremony and have the gravitas of the day.
I talked to one man about the current state of the world and how do we contextualize a Remembrance Day like today, when we have wars in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. And what he talked about was that he believes that the world has always been in a sense of crisis. We probably always, every year think, well, this is the toughest it's ever been. But there is a sense of continuity of remembrance here, and also a commitment from many that this is not about jingoism. It's not about celebrating war, but yet about saying we won't forget and that we won't allow it to happen again. I have covered this ceremony for many years in Toronto, and it doesn't matter what the weather is, whether it's blistering and raw like it is today or a beautiful day. People come out and they are impacted the same way by the sense of enormous sacrifice by previous generations and what that means to us today, and this sense of moving forward and the continuity with the past. And